what forms your financial life as a school. There are many items here on page 1, page 2. I think page 1 and page 2. What first item do you see there? What is the first item? School improvement loan. There are many people who get loans, but they stop being improvement loans. They become curses. For us today, we have come to talk about school improvement loan. What is item number 2 there? Can we read it together? Let's shame the devil. I want you to put up your hand if you have a budget for your school. As a director, as a leader. God is seeing. Put up the hand if you have a budget for your school. That is question number 1. You can see by show of hands. Half of this audience has a budget. Half of this audience has a budget. So they have defined for us a budget. Can we read it together? What is a budget? An estimate of income and the cost for a set period of time. Do you know why most directors are in school only when the school has just opened? Apart from you people. For you are okay. But in other districts, directors are only in school when the school has just opened. So budgets, a budget is an estimate of income and expenditure or cost. Sometimes we spend and we don't know we have expenditure to make. And we spend without knowing that we spend from what we earn. Can you mention some of the expenditures we make in a school? On a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly. Mention to your neighbor, what are some of the expenditures you make? Chairman Chenjojo. Yes? Mention one. One expenditure you make as a director. Water bills. Water bills. Do you know how many school directors lock out water, National Water and Sewage Corporation workers? You even tell the askari at the gate, those ones don't allow. Salaries. Do you know directors who turn their faces serious when teachers are demanding for salary? And you know what brings that? Because we don't make an estimate. Show me a school with more workers than it needs. I will show you budgeting for salaries. Show me a school which recruits more labor than it needs. Salaries. What else do we spend money on? Meals. Do you have an estimate of meals? Do you have a menu? Because what are meals? When I'm training school budgeting, one of the principles of a school budget is that every budget item must fit in the academic goals of the school. Children don't eat food because they need to be fat. Children don't eat food because they must eat. Children eat so that they can academically be healthy. Are you feeding children in a manner that helps them to be healthy? Are you sure the meals you give your children will lead to your academic goals? Have you ever done any nutritional studies on how children at that age should feed? That's budgeting, by the way. Don't just say we need 100 bags of posho and you think you have made a budget. What's a budget? A budget must be a process. It must be a process. And that process comes from down top. A good budget must be bottom top. That's when you tell people in the kitchen, if you have professional people at the kitchen, tell me what you want to eat and show me the show support of whatever you want. Why do you want carrots? Why do you want avocado? Why do you want eggs? Why do you want onions? So when you are making a school budget, I did not come here to teach you things as if I'm just an accountant. I came here to train you as a professional teacher, I am a teacher and a teacher trainer. I'm a psychologist. My second degree was in psychology. How does a human being grow? Do you know why children perform poorly in your school? Do you know feeding could be one of the reasons your children can't perform beyond? Do you know the teacher is not the problem in your school? Sometimes, however good the lesson plan will be, your children will never perform beyond the way they perform. And that's why I'm giving you a professional, tailored training on budgeting. When we talk about item called budget. Because we have no time, I will not go in details. When you plan fees, salary, are you planning fees in a way which will attract parents or send them away? I'm now talking about numbers and attrition, student attrition. When you plan salary, are you planning staff retention? Are you planning salary so that your teachers will stay? Or you are planning your salary so the teachers will go away? So when we are budgeting, every item you have given me here, you must attach a professional logical reasoning behind every budget. When you plan for security of your school, do you know security of your school is your school? When you plan for windows, compound, do you know compound is facility, is a face value of your school? Do you know a compound suggests the value of your school? What you call value proposition? Do you know one reason your numbers have refused to grow is because your compound never grows? You don't need many prayers for numbers. You need to work on professionally tailored activities. Does your compound attract anybody? Who of you has ever fallen in love with a lady who looks the same every day? I'm sorry, Reverend Sister. This is just for the training. My examples are only for that training. Who of you? Even when you are already in a relationship with a lady, every day she must work on her face value. How many times have you worked on the face value of your school? I can talk about budgeting until you people make your schools the heaven of earth. When you budget well, you never have trouble in running your school. When you budget well, you must budget well. Then you sit and watch your school grow. Tell your neighbor, budget well. And the budget is estimated income and estimated expenditure. Next item there, what do we see there? Income. You will read these items on your own, friends, because we don't have time. How many of you know your school's income? If I asked you today, what is the percentage of school fees left? We have 3 weeks left. Can you tell us? And I give you chocolates. Who knows at your fingertip? What was the percentage of fees collected in the first week? Because until you know that, you can't project your next term's life of a school. You must have, when we talk of income, we don't just mention that income means money that is received by the school. We are saying in management, as a school director, you are looking at income for the purpose of making a projection and therefore plan. And that's why as a director, you will talk about the management functions of a director. Planning, coordinating, controlling, staffing, etc. When you know your income, you are able to plan. Who was the first parent to pay fees last time? It was daddy so and so. You make a phone call. Who was the second parent to pay? Mother so and so. So you know, you segment your customers. You know the first 100 people who paid the fees before even the term started. You take them for a dinner in Rwenzururu, in Rwenzori gardens, in whatever nice gardens. Sponsor them a nice lunch and tell them, I just called you to thank you. Those people will never stop paying any time. But if you don't know, how can you do the right thing? You don't know. You don't have a list of income and how it behaves. What is the next item there? Next item? Cost. Next item after cost? Fixed costs. those expenditures that will always remain the same, whether the number of children has increased or not, are what we call fixed costs. Then the next item is what? Variable costs. Those costs that change according to the number of children. You find a school was giving 10 kilograms of beans when children were only 100. Children are now 150. The same school is giving out 10 kilograms of beans per day. That is why we are here. What is the next item there in handout 1? Total costs. Next item after total costs, profit. And then after profit, loss. How many of you make profits in your school? Don't worry, URA is not around. For today, we kept them out of this meeting. How many of you make profits, friends? Let me see you. Some of us think we make profits because you have avoided paying suppliers. So you have money on the account, but there are people you have not paid this term, and you have referred them to next term. Those are not profits. That's why profits here reads, can we read profit together? When a school is receiving more money than it is spending. You can only know that you are receiving more than you are spending if you have listed down all the expected expenditures in a school. That's when you say, I have made a profit. And what is a loss? When a school is costing more money to run than it has money coming in. Yeah. Sometimes the school is spending more money than it earns. How do we spend more money than we earn? Through borrowing. Sometimes we lend the school ourselves as directors. Do you think your school is okay? Yet it's not okay. You are just lending the school money. The school is not yet okay. What is the next point item there? Breaking even. What is breaking even? When income account keeping. And account keeping is about planning. First point there is planning, then organizing, then monitoring. How many of you know what you spent money on yesterday? How many of you know the money you received the whole day yesterday? How many of you go to bed every day after balancing what came in and went out? That's part of what we call account keeping. You must plan what you will spend on. Don't spend money on Batembei. Comes into your office. Says, director, this solar is good. Oh. And just because you are my friend, your neighbor, God cares wanted it. But I said I will not give him. In Kasese there is one man I like, and it is your school. I kept this solar panel for you. It has just come out from Germany. Then you buy it. You have not planned it. Many people buy plots of land near their schools, even when they never planned. At the end of the day, you are like a land dealer. You don't have a school. Not all buildings mean a school. A school is a function. It's not a group of buildings with children. A school is a function. a system where there is teaching, where there is learning. What is learning? Where children are making progress. What is progress? The child who was performing in the 20s is now in the 30s. That is progress. The child who could not speak on parade can now speak on parade. That's progress, social progress. The child who could not stand and be a student leader is now a student leader. That is progress. The baby nursery child who could not dance can now dance. That is progress. That's what we mean we have a school. You can have 500 children, but you don't have a school. A school is a function. If a school can do all those things, then you have a school. Why am I talking about that? Because schools die. Unlike human beings, when schools are dying, they don't tell you. You can have a school with 1,000 children, and yet it is going to die, and a school with 200 children is still alive. So, that's why we're talking about account keeping. Friends, you must be in the habit of keeping accounts. You must know which accounts, which books of accounts do you have in your school. Do you know the people you pay money every day? Do you know the people you pay money every week? Do you know the people you pay every end of month? Do you know the people you pay rent? Do you know the people who bring in money? Do you know the people who pay uniforms? Some of us have schools and the money is collected at every angle. Somebody in the canteen collects the uniform. Another one in the kitchen collects it for firewood. Another one collects it for school farm. So the school has no planning at all. So account keeping is very important. What is the next item there? Let's just read them now. School manager. After school manager, current account. After current account, savings account. How many of you have accounts in the bank? For your school, not yours. I know many directors in Bududa, where I come from, whose school's accounts are in their names. They collect fees, they take on their account. They collect fees, they take on their account. Ladies and gentlemen, who of you would love to produce a son at the age of 40 years? Your son is still sleeping in your boys' quarters. Who of you would like to produce a daughter and at the age of 30 years, your daughter does not know how to manage her hair? That's so you can have badges, tags for club heads, and each tag is 20,000. You can increase fees in your school without increasing fees. I repeat, you can increase fees in your school without any parent knowing you have increased the fees. That's why uniform alone can earn you a lot of money if you manage it well. What else brings in money in our school? Sources of income. Yes, sir. Donations. Okay, donations. Admission fee. Examination fees. Good. School canteen. When you manage the school canteen well, these parents, especially for small children and the big children, they want their children to feed well. But make sure you give them food and bites in the canteen that are resonating with their health demands. Don't just feed them. What else do you get money from? Yes, sir. Medical fee. Yes. Good. Yes, sir. Yes, brother. What else do you get money from in your school? Yes. School projects like school farm. Yes. Some schools make shoes. I have seen a school whose director has a factory for shoes. A school in Matuga there. The director has about 5 schools. And he has a factory for shoes. Yes, sir. School books. You make stationery. Book covers. If you are still a small school, Making books may be expensive. Beginning with the book covers. Yes. What else? School tours. In which country? In Uganda. At least we are talking backwards or in front. Okay, school tours. We know within a pair, with our leadership, they are going to lobby government for good practices in managing tours. And I know tours will come back soon. Let's pray over it, since we are an organized group of people. What else brings in fees? Many other things. Yes, sir. School calendar. Yes, mama. Breakfast and lunch. Some schools charge feeding separately. Wonderful. What else? PTA fund. I know of a school which gets money from what they call no uniform day. Once every term, every student is allowed to come in any cloth, but you pay. I know the school which charges 50,000. 50 like this. 50 mitware etano. It is there, and it is in Hoima, moreover, very far from Kampala. Go there and ask. They charge 50,000 for no uniform day, and the parents love to see their children in that expensive dress, that expensive jean. Every child wants to show off. Mommy bought me this. You charge them money. If you have 1,000 children paying 50,000, how much is that? How much is 50 times 1,000? 50 million. That can begin a foundation of a storage house. Every time you can earn 50 millions without increasing fees. These parents you can manage parents, you people. You just need to design a school system very well. So, on the budget template, one side, are we looking there? You describe monthly sources of income, and down, what is down after monthly sources of income? What is below the monthly sources of income? Monthly sources of expenditure. What are some of the expenditures you make in your school? Crane. What expenditures do you make, my brother, in Crane? Monthly. Salaries. Good. What else? Sister, what do you pay money for? On? Pay? Utilities. Water, electricity. Thank you, sister. Yes, mama. My sister there. What do you spend money on in your school? What? Food. Food. What else? Rent. Fuel. Repairs. Renovations. Some of us don't budget for renovations. You find a very good building which is expensive, it is there getting worn out. Very nice building with cobwebs. This is a disease I've found in every part of Uganda. I've been in as far as Kalongo, Patongo, that is Agago. I've been in Abim. I've been in Akapiripiriti. I've been in West Nile as far as Logiri Girls. I first entered the Congo to come back to Uganda to reach Logiri Girls. I've been in St. Joseph Sombachi. I've been in St. Mary's Ediofe. Every school in Uganda suffers from maintenance issues. You find an office of a director full of cobwebs, apart from you people who are here. An office has a chair with 3 legs. Then the director, Mr. Watera, sit carefully. A door is they use a brick to lock to make the door be in position. A brick, a tofali. Do you know your schools die because of small poor habits? Poor habits kill a school. A school has a dead wall clock. The director's office has a wrong calendar, 2024. A director comes for a meeting like this, is carrying a diary of 2022. How can you convince a parent who pays good fees that you are a good director? Small bad habits kill a school. Tell your neighbor, small bad habits small bad habits. You find a school compound full of bricks, full of half heap of musenyu. That sand of mine, we are going to use it next time when we are constructing. The director has kept a half bag of cement in his office. Not you. Tell your neighbor, not me. You must be the director that this country needs. If you want your school to succeed, you must succeed so that your school succeeds with you. You cannot be a director who comes to school and everybody has to first ask whether you are the director. Is that one the director? Then people must convince the visitor, yes, I am serious, he's the director. You mean you don't trust me? Let me tell you, a business, the only thing we sell in a business is called a brand. Can you say brand? It's unfortunate I don't have anywhere to write here. The organizers are very malicious. They didn't give me anywhere to write. But the only thing you sell in your school is a brand. If you have a school van and it's supposed to read, God is good, nursery and primary school, and the letter O went away from God, that is a brand. You are carrying a wrong brand. What is a brand by definition? A mental picture that society has about your service. Mental picture. When I'm carrying a Samsung phone and you are carrying iPhone, it's just in your mind that your iPhone is better than mine. That's what you call a branding. Because the people who sell iPhone have marketed it in a way that makes its brand look like better than others. What is it that you are doing for your school that makes it a selling brand? When you come to church, are you a director who is a brand? When you walk in Kasese town, are you a director who is a brand? When you walk into a school, how do you create a brand? When we are teaching about branding, branding means many things for a school. What is it you are selling that is a brand, ladies and gentlemen? And that's what makes a school. When we talk about a budget, sources of income, you will not have many sources of income we are talking about until you have made your school a big brand. When you ask for money, people believe you because they look at the chairs in your office and believe that their money is going somewhere. They look at your table and see the tablecloth. It was washed last week. But you look 011222 754-011-222. I want to most sincerely appreciate you, but most of all, I want to appreciate Napea for seeing the value in my work and asking me to always be your coach. When they call you again, because I overheard the ED and the chairman saying there are many other areas of need for training. So when they call you and you come only a day for training, please make it in time. You cannot give what you don't have. You must first train yourself before you can also go and train others. So you cannot be a leader of a school when you don't have what it takes. You cannot pour from an empty glass. Seek knowledge first, and you will be a very successful director of your school. May I take this opportunity to thank you so much. May I hand over this microphone to Faith. Faith, I don't know, it should be ED to introduce you, but Faith will introduce herself to you. Give a hand clap to Faith. Okay, give another hand clap to me. Her being a lady, give her flowers. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Watila. A good evening. I remember when Mr. Didas was introducing this congress, they said, we have here directors, we have here teachers. Not so? And what I know with directors and teachers are vibrant people. I know they have the sound, you know, the rolling of the lion, or that the rain when it's coming, that sound, that vigor. I think that is what I'm expecting from the congregation today. Good evening, my dear educators. Good evening, the givers of knowledge. Good evening, the powerful men and women in this congregation. I'm very humbled. Thank you for coming. Protocol observed. Thank you for honoring this invitation. Napea, thank you so much for this good work you're doing. It was really a very wonderful work for recognizing the environment, because it is a very key in our country. Before I introduce myself and the organization I work with, I just want to give one word to the dear directors here. If you know you are director of the school, there is something you have to note. There is one colleague of mine who always says, the owner of the client, please help me note that down. The owner of the client is the owner of the business. The owner of the client is the owner of the business. Most of you here directors, you have wonderful schools, good buildings, but let me tell you, you are only owning the buildings. That business may not be yours. Just go back home and think about if you really understand your clients, if you really know your clients. Or maybe take a flashback, one of the teachers who left your school and went with half of the class. Maybe one of the director when the head teacher left your school and went with half of your school. So please, when you go back, sit down and ask yourself, do I own the business or I own the buildings? My name is Faith Nabomba, and I work with Opportunity International. Just to tell you a brief background who we are, what we do, and why we are in Kasese district, I'll just give you a very brief background, but if you want to know more about Opportunity International, please, you can just put in your Google, Opportunity International, and they will tell you who we are. But with Opportunity International, we are a donor-funded organization. We work with schools. We have so many partners. We are partnering with NAPEA. We have financial institutions we partner with. We have 3 sectors in Opportunity International. We have what we call edu-finance. That is where I work. And we also have we call edu-agric. Then we also what we call edu-quality.
Bankers, thank you very much, Opportunity International, for sponsoring this. And for you people out there, and also Meet them wherever they are. Sponsor this evening your previous university. Sponsor this evening your previous university. Cross Africa. But also, in addition to being a leader and a member of parliament, I'm going to request the national and member of parliament. I'm going to request the national chair for lobbying and partnerships, Mr. Bath, to invite him. May God bless you.
My duty is very simple. Let me take this opportunity to invite our honorable member to share with us. Thank you very much. Honorable, you are welcome. Come and share with the proprietors of schools.
For those
but we are clients. We are your clients at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. For me, my presentation is going to be very brief because I think the more brief, the more clearer. So I don't want to tell you a lot of things about, we are just brainstorming, trying to socialize, know each other, how we can support each other. And I thank the organizers and take us through. And I think it would be very wise if these financial people can maybe rotate around the different schools, sensitize people on most of these things. Because if we talk from here, now, for example, each person here, they are dealing with 1,000 people. So I don't think they will have enough time to teach all those clients what you do. So it is important, it is paramount, so that you can have a schedule of moving in different schools and you sensitize the students or the parents. I think it is wiser that way. Then for me, I'm just going to talk about KIU briefly. I don't want to talk a lot because we know most of these things. Of course, the government introduced this system of allowing us to do private nine around there. So since then, the players are very many, and I thank all of you participating in this service, the communities where you come from. Because when you're doing education, you're not looking at only making some money. It is a sacrifice, the purpose. Or you sacrifice yourselves, you put in a lot of children, you look after them, and they become better people. So we cannot take that for granted. We thank you for that. And it is a very, very good initiative. You should keep it up and even encourage more people, because now the population is close to 50 million. In the next 10 years, it will be around 60 million. So the schools we have, the investors we have here, we anticipate to have more. So it is you to encourage more other mechanisms. Food fees, manya functional fees, manya uniform. Don't make things very expensive. Let us make education affordable. Let us attract more players. Let us make it as cheap as we can, so that we make some money. We are not there. I'm very sure one of the core principles why you have put up these schools is sustainability, and so that when you are not there institution, that is the core principle. So let it be sustainable. Let it not be very let us not create names of a lot of money from people. Then of course, for us to do this work, we need support from the government. We need how the government can support us, because I understand you charged a lot of taxes. When the work you are doing, it is the government that is supposed to have done it. Be more organized so that we can get tax. They don't charge them taxes. So if we have also an organization and an incentive to take off some of the taxes they charge. I don't know what you mean. Also is supposed, it is mandated to be subjected to a lot of tax. We should come up with something, a strategy that would harmonize that whole issue. You see? It will also enable you to earn more profit in your businesses. The money they were taking in form of taxes, you stay with it in your business and you diversify. The speaker said that we have Kampala campus and Dar es Salaam. But of course, to build a school, it is commitment. So the rest will be history. Decisions are made by you. It is you to decide that I'll do this and I'll die with it. If, of course, research is very, very important, and innovation is also important in a very big institution. We have to be very innovative. We should not use the same mechanisms we used to use those days. You know, for us when we were still in school, they used to give us a bank slip. Then when they give you a bank slip, they tell you that you go and pay in Stanbic Bank on this account. But now, I thank you for these innovations of school pay. When you're at home, you use your phone and you pay school fees. Personally, I use forward for innovation. So we need to innovate more. We need to be more creative. If there is school pay for school fees, what innovations do? You need to come up with those strategies so that we don't stress students. The history teacher comes, we need to simplify most of these things. For us, when we were studying, that's what we used to follow. Now things should change with of innovating the education sector. Come up with new strategies. When we were still in school, they used we used to have teachers on duty. I don't know if it is still the same system. Then those teachers on duty, others would use whistles for break tea. When they blow the whistle and you come late, they will beat you. Let us innovate on that. We shouldn't have the same modus operandi like for those old days. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. The more we innovate, we'll earn more money in a simpler way. In fact, if we are more innovative, it becomes cheaper. You don't need a lot of human resource. But if we stay on the same system, it means that if you had 20 teachers, it will require you to have maybe 50 of them. So how would you pay them? They will take away the profit. So all this, the reason why I'm telling you all these things is it is not mandatory to take whatever I'm talking about. But you can just pick what you feel is beneficial to your institution, then you can take it on. Then the other issue is the government policies. If government policy is talking about, you will find that you will train a small course for agriculture, and you'll have more students, maybe for 3 or 4 months, and you charge them 500 or 700,000, and you earn more money, you turn around. So we also have to consider government policies in whatever we are doing. Because if we don't consider government policies and we disregard them and we do our own things, then it means that we shall be lagging behind. In KIU, for us, we specialize more in science courses. Here in Western Campus, we teach very many doctors, pharmacists, engineers. Now I feel like the numbers by 2030 would have over 60 to 70,000 students. So we are stretching so that we can also have an impact in other jurisdictions, not Kenya alone. Because if we put it there, the numbers will be so. If people come to study in your school and they don't have where to stay, it is also not good. So The reason why I'm telling you all that, you also need to consider welfare of your students as they are studying in your schools. Because if you don't consider the welfare and people leave your school and they go out there, they will spoil your brand and you lose out on your business. Religion, all religions should be free to operate in any school. Have different timetables for different religion, for different religious community. Get as many numbers, don't harass them. When they delay to pay, be patient a bit. As time goes by, they will also, in fact, it will help you to attract that so and so. If it is 15th, you'll be chased. Then you lose out on clients. We have been operating for the last 25 years. We have so many students in the market, and brand has been at the forefront. We endeavor that whoever studies from there and graduates from there, when he goes out there, he will say good things about our institution. So I encourage you to do the same, because it is a mechanism of creating continuity for all the institutions we have in the region. I can talk and talk and talk for the whole night, but I think those are the basic points about the institution. I can tell you. I don't want to tell you so many things because I might talk, then you forget what I started with. But in conclusion, education is the backbone of whatever we do. It is the basic, it is a basic need in today's Uganda, and it is going to be even in the future. So it is up to us to shape it, and we shape it in tandem with the masses, with the population, and we endeavor to solve problems of current affairs as we are educating our students. Good ethics, integrity are also core in whatever we'll be doing as people trying to train the incoming generation. So, I thank you for listening. I thank you for your time. Also, in those days, we also used to get some facilities from these financial institutions. But I find their interest rates not friendly for people who are starting these businesses. So it is upon you also to generate a financial strategy as private entities so that we present it in the house so that they can support you, because you are doing a very good job. If we are not organized and we come up with all these strategies, we will not have an impact in our communities. So, and they subject you to this interest rate, I see. How much is it now? 20 what? 26? Is it 26 per annum? %. Very good. But the 10%, these people need grace period. Because if a person is foreseeing to have 500 students in the next 5 or 7 years, now he has put up a structure. For you, you would say that 10%. The students have not come yet to start paying. Have they come? You see? These people should be given some grace period. Those days, the interest rate was a bit low. So it would help us for us to maneuver. But now, you put up a structure before it is finished, the bank wants the 10%. If they give you at least a grace period of 2 years or 1.5, then you start paying, you operate smoothly. You see, the 10%, I'm not saying it is very bad. But these people, they have to look for students. See, The students are not there seated waiting for the structure. And they are doing a lot of work for this country. So at least let them be given at least 1.5 or 2 years grace period. Then they start paying. They have a lot to lose because the schools, their schools are very big. So we need to revise all those policies. We need to revise all those policies because I'll give you an example. In Dar es Salaam, when you borrow money and you have a university like KIU, they give you $5 or $10 million. They'll give you a grace period of 3 years. We are in the same region. So the reason why I'm here, I compare these things in different jurisdictions to put them to your attention. I know all these things. And they will ask you to pay very small money every month. You will not feel it. So our financial institutions, please, members, you come up with a policy, we shall help you so that it is tabled. And you also, when we had COVID, did they keep quiet? A lot of schools were on sale because financial institutions, for them, they wanted their money. Up to now, you see? So we need to be very organized. We need to be very structured. I have come from KIU, but I know all these problems in our community. So I cannot start telling you, KIU, we have this. The discussion will not be material to you if I start telling you what is in KIU. I need to address the problems, the current problems going forward. That is what will take us ahead. Right now, when I tell you that now we have 30,000 students in Ocean, will it help you? But if I tell you that they should give you grace period when you borrow money, haven't I added value to you? So I don't want to come here and I talk and you don't benefit from what I've said. That is what is important. Even you, when you leave this place, if you have a business and you're working with someone who is not adding value, fire them. You see? Fire them. Let every worker add value. Put tension there. You are the bursar, yes. How much money have you collected? What is outstanding? What mechanisms have you put in place to recover this? So how do we do this? What solutions do you have? You see? If they cannot generate that and they wait for you to come, then the director, then you supervise, then fire them. You see? You have to be very strict. The business, it is a goal-setting business. Education is a goal-setting business. No jokes. Because by the time you put up a structure, you foresee that in 3-4 years, I will get 400 students. These students will pay this. Now for you, if it is you to tell your bursar what to do, to tell the head teacher what to do, to tell the sports master what to do, will you meet the goals? Why should you waste time with such? So, with those few points, I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening in, because we have the caucus, NRM caucus on Friday, and you know the trend. We have to go and do COVID tests. We have to do what now? The COVID test is for tomorrow. So I'm very sorry for appearing today. Next time when I come, I will stay here for the 2 days. I thank you. I thank you so much. Asante sana Mheshimiwa, for God and my country, and encourage people to study Swahili for purposes of integrating East Africa. Train more people Swahili. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for God
Thank
and
you
my
very
country.
much, Honorable. A big hand clap. Is my honorable member of parliament for Ishaka Bushenyi municipality and proprietor KIU and the hospitals. How many of you have filled the forms of Opportunity International? the forms, surveys. Let my team pick. Those who have surveys, raise your hands and they are picked. Raise your hand and I pick them from you. Pick these forms. And as we continue with the segments, please do the sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, in respect of time, let me take this honor to welcome the regional chairperson of Western Uganda, Napea, Mr. Manyire Edgar. Come and take a seat here. Proprietor of St. Agnes Girls School, the only girls A-level school that we have in this country, is our regional chairperson. Let me take this honor also to welcome the chairperson of Kasese Municipality, Mr. Tashobya James, to the panel. As the chairman, I'm preparing for the national chairman's address. Let me, whoever is near the chairperson, Kasese Municipality, please bring him forward. Chairperson, Kasese District, Mr. Himbisiwe Dennis. This side. Thank you very much, Honorable Edie, for gracing this. This is the National Private Education Institutions Association and a very close ally of Kampala International University. When we have our international events, we hold them at Idi Basajabara Hall at Kansanga branch. You've always hosted us. We appreciate you. In his absence, there are a few remarks that we have to receive from them. And let me...
Proprietors from the municipality and the district, proprietors from all over the country, our neighboring districts, and all proprietors who have come to be with us in this evening and in the tomorrow's event. You are most welcome. Good evening, everybody. I want to thank you very much for your effort, for being with us from the first day when we were given the opportunity by the National Executive to have this national event celebrated here in Kasese, and majorly Kasese Municipality hosting it, because the function is going to be at Nyakasanga Playground, and here Multipurpose Hall, all is still in Kasese Municipality. Thank you very much. I may wish to talk a lot, but I know we have time tomorrow. Today I want to simply say thank you for blessing the occasion. Thank you for coming up in big numbers, most especially people from all the way Busongora North, Busongora South, Bukonzo West, and the East, and all those who have loved to come and be with us, including all the sponsors, like we have seen them, and more men to come. I want to thank the National Executive for your effort and for really inviting all this big team to come and educate us. I believe, my dear proprietors, for sure we have gained a lot. I know much more is still coming, but this we have just got is somehow going to push us somewhere. And I believe that next time we come or we meet anywhere, we shall not be like we are today. Thank you very much. And I want to appeal to you that feel free. Everything is ready, and everything is here. Security is tight. Please enjoy the opportunity as you are here in Kasese, and enjoy the gathering. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Regional Chairperson, over to you.
Sheni, and it is the only A-level boarding, but this year we have introduced O-level. So it's no longer the only A-level, but we have now O-level and A-level. Time, let's talk to the students. On behalf of the parents of Western region, I want to welcome you to this national event, and I thank the hosts, most specifically Rwenzori International University. A round of applause for the guys of Rwenzori International University. They hosted us very well. The lunch was wow, and whatever they served us well. Thank you, people. Prepare leaders. This national event is very fruitful for us. And perhaps I also take this last meeting and our distinguished guests. And those who came to share when Napea hosted, I want to thank you. The day was colorful, and I hope this time around, Kasese, you will do it 1,000 times more than we did. But so far, the curtain raiser has showed us that all will be well. I want to thank the people who have given us the knowledge this evening, most especially the gentleman about the budget and all the financial accountabilities that we ought to make as school directors. I think he was spot on. A round of applause for the gentleman that did the teaching. I do not have much to say, but my expectations are high, and I believe your expectations are also very high, as I am. Tomorrow will be a good day for all of us, and for Napea, we are always in the sky. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you the best, and most especially our national chair. You are most welcome to this region, and we shall always say good day and good evening for everyone. Thank you for God and my country. In coherence, thank you.
Thank you very much. Kasese municipality, is operational. Excuse me. You are chair there. Kasese municipality is operational. Welcome us to your municipality. We have all spoken a word. You are live on Hunter TV, and the whole world is seeing you. Thank you.
The Honorable Prime Minister of Singapore, Rwenzori, present with us. All MPs present, we are honored to have hosted you tonight. Our national chairperson with your team from Kampala, we are so honored that you gave us this day. Our senior municipal inspector of schools with us, thank you for being with us. All invited guests, directors, non-government organization, we are happy to have hosted you here. Thank you for coming. The leaders that have taken us through the financial literacy, we thank you very much. Next time, once you are invited, come and do the same in our respective institutions. I have been talking the whole day. We had a series of activities. I don't intend to talk much. My name is Tashovia James, Chairperson, Kasese Municipality, Napea, Uganda. And I would like to recognize the team. If they are there, I have been working with. If there are those ones that are here, stand up for recognition.
Team Kasese Municipality.
Team Kasese Municipality, stand up for recognition. Thank you very much for the great work you are still doing. Keep it up. I thank KMC Napea Circle for the great support you have done toward this function. For God and my country, I remain Tashovia James, Kasese Municipal Council Chairperson, Napea, Uganda, and Director, New Life Nasaran Primary School.
Thank you very much. I request that after you will, as you usher out the team, I am going to request that you bring the Senior Inspector of Schools to sit near the National Chairman. Thank you. I request that you take back your seats. Without wasting time now, ladies and gentlemen, before the chairperson comes to speak to us, Chairman, dear Chairman, I would like to report to you that we have a great team here from KCB and the head of SMEs, where we belong. KCB Bank is with us, and tomorrow will be his day also. Mr. Wens Nwagaba, we thank you, and the KCB. I think, let me thank you when I'm here. I thank you and the KCB for pleasing to be with us. We have a day ahead, but today is our leaders' conference, and we have had the best of it. We are happy and honored to have you. I already talked about the balloon ventures. The MD is also with us, and all these are going to be with us tomorrow. I also take this honor to thank and one more Opportunity International. These people are doing a great job for us. Like they sponsored our trainer of today. Where is the hand clap? They sponsored our dinner. Where is the hand clap? They sponsored the stationery we have used, the booklets, the pens. Where is the hand clap? But most importantly, they are supporting us to reach out to all the leaders of private schools in Uganda, in all districts and municipalities of this country. Another hand clap. So today, Kasese fill this form very well and have it, so that when I go to them to lobby anything, when Napeya goes to lobby anything for you, I have a database with me. So all the proprietors in Kasese district, make sure you fill the form. And all this stationery was yours. Thank you. School pay. I take this opportunity to thank School Pay. School Pay is one of our development partners that has been able to show up today. The others have already gone to the main ground where we are going to have the big event tomorrow. Printway. Can KCB also head come this way? Because I think KCB also head come this way. Because I think you missed out. You missed out. I hope I have not forgotten anything. CV, our chair. I want to thank before this the board of leadership of this association. When I mention the name, you go back. I and private schools in Uganda. So will you consume all the loans and private schools in Uganda? So will you consume all the loans? 40,000 private schools in Uganda. Over 12 million learners in our sector. We employ over 1 million workers. We have over 34 million parents. So we are a big team. I can assure you this is CIC. When we last had the road accident, last month was a wash with the road accidents. This is one of the first insurance companies that came to give sympathy. During our press conference, they joined us to extend a message of condolences to all the schools that where we lost a proprietor, learners, and staff. We thank you, CIC Insurance, for honoring this event. And dear manager of Hunter TV, we can't thank you enough. We are going to be live from tonight. Even those who want to go to and sleep in the tent, you'll also be live. And we have been live since morning. This is not a day for speeches, it's a day for our leadership business, not so? And I would wish that this one closes here, and we request the, in respect of time, the Secretary General prepare to do a wrap-up after the national chairman. National chairman has a message. There is a bigger message tomorrow, but there is a briefing that he wants. Honorable Sulaiman Madada, Faba Mulina, and the team from Kayunga, and the team from Mukono. How many people of Mukono are here? Led by Namuri Topista. All the hotels in Kasese have been booked full. We thank you, the team that has come from Kayunga. This is Greta Mukono, is a regional chairperson for that. You are most welcome. Honorable, we shall have better of you tomorrow. I don't want to break the protocols of the national chair. The Prime Minister of the Rwenzururu Kingdom, I don't know how I can mention it in that language, but who can translate for me that please, you people of Rwenzururu, Prime Minister Faba Mulina, we are the ones with him. Chairperson Ntoroko, can you do that? Who will do that in that language? Come forward. In Urukonjo. Who is there? Come this way. Come on TV. Thank you. Come on TV. I want you to use the, how do you introduce your Omushakuru Omulalembera? A hand clap. Thank you very much, but also most importantly, the national chairman, to inform you that Right Honorable Kule Baratazare is the retired commissioner of education at the Ministry of Education and Sports, and he honorably retired and is enjoying his retirement in his good school, triple, 3 ways. Thank you very much. National Deputy, the national chairman, to speak to us. Thank you very much. This person you see, national deputy chairman, stand up for recognition. National deputy chairman, this national deputy chairman is a very big man, but most importantly, I want to appreciate him for the whole world, that Napea headquarters are in his building, and he sponsored part almost fully. He has paid for us rent for the last 6 years. That's not a simple donation. That's about 10 million per month in this association. And our offices are located at Plot 3 Ace Street Industrial Area, Kampala. We are in the prime area of this country, and because of this gentleman. So have this microphone and invite the chairperson. The National Executive Committee, come this way and take these seats, and the national chairman will ably do that. Let me invite the national treasurer to come. National head of a committee, you come and take seats here as the national chairman delivers his message. Members of the National Executive Committee, in time, because this is our studio. Mr. Semugoma has forgotten that he's a member. Could have forgotten. Yes. Thank you. National Treasurer, you can take the seat.
I can see everybody is tired. God is good all the time. Let's thank God for today. At least we have made it. My job is very small, but at the same time, let me take this opportunity to thank the speakers, thank all those participants, thank all of you for big turn up, and at least we are sure that at least in Kasese, Napea is very visible, and we are happy for that. But of course, you have seen what Napea is and what we are, and the network, and we are all getting in the net, and we are all going to benefit in the network. You heard what the Honorable was saying about the tax, and I'm sure he's taking it up to Parliament to make sure we all benefit from that avenue. And of course, that is the beauty of networks. And we are here to network. We are here to at least to show that we are big enough and it means a lot. So coming in big numbers or coming more and joining a pair is a big deal for us. But let me take this opportunity to invite our chair to come and speak to you, because I'm sure we are all tired. The speaking, we'll leave it tomorrow. Chairman, come and speak to them.
The Honorable, a Member of Parliament from Igara, Honorable Mawanda, and Proprietor of St. Michael, the Prime Minister, who is also a senior educationist in Uganda, who has served us very well in the Ministry of Education, the National Executive of the National Private Education Institutions Association, the regional leaders of this great association, the fellow members in the background of this association, the likes of Mr. Mujumba John Bosco, the likes of the late Professor Muchibi, the likes of Akwenyu Sospata, the likes of Acheni, and the likes of Dr. Sala Nkonge, who will join us tomorrow, and other founder members of this association, the chairpersons of the districts in Uganda, 94 districts of Napea, cities and municipality chairpersons present here. Needless to mention of all of you, but allow me to congratulate the newly elected chairperson of Chenjojo, Mr. Nkunda. Please stand up once again. The Mugole and the members, I can see you behind, who have just assumed the office. All the members were earlier introduced. The host district, in a special way and recognition, this great man, Ahimisiwe, who has a link point towards the entry of Napea in Kasese, please stand up for recognition. We tasked this man to take the honor of mobilizing the greater Rwenzori. We are very proud of you. The first round of our meeting was here in the multipurpose hall. We managed to mobilize people from near and far. And through that mobilization, we were able to hatch an executive that has yielded and bear the fruits. Now we see the chairperson of the municipality who has laid with him all the preparations and arrangements you have seen today. Please. And you are putting on a white shirt, not black. This is the gentleman who is the third. I was the first chairperson of Kampala district. Mr. Kamyagustuni the second, and he is now the third chairperson of Kampala district. Of course, there are many other chairpersons here. The organizing committee of this function before you is the national executive. Our partners in development who have been here, the chairperson of Catholic schools, they told me you are around. Please, you are most welcome. The national executive members present, this is Mr. Semugdeiban, Midnight Candles. Thank you very much. Haji Mirembe Hamza also is the second member in the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. The Secretary General, others are General Secretaries. It is only him who is the Secretary General. All these are proprietors of schools. That is the identity. Mr. Konde Charles, the chairperson of the electoral committee. Whoever is having a seat in any office of the private schools, you must know you have passed through his hands. and is the one who has the record of all the leaders of NAPEA. OHTV sir, the Minister of Education, but also the National Treasurer of the National Private Education Institutions, Mr. Birungi Peter, a proud director of Crane High School. Allow me once again welcome you to this evening of the delegates members dinner. I'm Chirabira Hassad, the third national chairman of the National Private Education Institutions Association. Our esteemed guest of honor for this session, Honorable Mawanda. I will keep on this speech because the Secretary General wants me to read this speech without adding any other thing. He compares me. So, the fellow executive members, Honorable Mawanda is very dear and special to us. He has led the NAPEA way. You know, they say a friend in need is a friend in what? At the time when Uganda was in the darkest days, during COVID, when we all realized that we were effortless, Honorable Mawanda was among the key people we dined with on several occasions to see how schools would be reopened, to see how private schools would be supported by government. That is a very bad memory in the minds of the educationists. For you to be here, we lobbied for the 20 billion from the government through the president and through the Minister of Education. Commissioner Kure knows what happens there. He's a very senior man. When in our times we have been in the ministry, even when you don't see him, you do know that there is a man called Kure. Very serious in the inspectorate, and he has worked well. But in the ministry, they have a system where they don't call us to appreciate people who have served us. They just leave, which is a bad. But now we are removing it because from Commissioner Harriet, we said the direct education cannot leave unnoticed. So we mounted our own arrangements to see how we bid farewell. We have started that culture, sir. And we are glad that now you are Prime Minister here and you are part of the sector. We want to utilize your accumulated knowledge and wisdom to see that we push Greater Rwenzori to the heights it deserves. So, Honorable Mawanda was identified to be a key person for this evening. He has given the sector time, not because he's a proprietor, but an influencer and educationists who love to see the education sector move to the next level. It is him, or through him, that we have seen the association in the corridors of Parliament. Wherever there is an issue that we need to pass through that arm of government, Honorable Mawanda has supported us to see the Speaker, the Chairperson of Education Committee. He even influenced a motion on supporting the private sector with 100 million each school stimulus. All of these were tactical strategies to see that private schools, schools in Uganda, not private, are opened during the time of COVID. We want to thank you very much for that brave decision and love for the sector. He's doing a lot of things, lobbying for the association, connecting us with the intellectuals, with the leaders now, members of parliament who have schools that reach. So indeed, may God reward you abundantly, and we are proud of you, Honorable Mawanda. And he's here up to tomorrow. We are still with him. We are live courtesy of Honorable Mawanda. You have seen how committed the team is. Please, Senior Inspector of Schools, Mr. Kaire, we are also thankful that you have been part of us and you have participated in almost all the NAPEA National Private Schools Day celebrations. It is him and the team from Kasese last year who approached us and told us, please, Kasese, it is the time. Please, it is time that Kasese hosts the National Private Schools Day. And he was there. He influenced and he has worked with the committee to make sure we are here, and you have done it. We are very grateful. Thank you very much. From that communication, before I make a brief about the sector and Kasese, I want to request you to stand up and first sign in by saying our slogan. The future of our schools, the future, say, the future of the President of Uganda, the future of our partners, Ra-cha. Don't sit, you have sat for long. I'm going to give you the last one. The power to begin. We have begun, say. And you repeat after me. The power to continue. We shall continue with this fire burning, and the power to finish. We shall have to finish. The power, you do that with. The power to begin. The power to continue. And the power to finish. Oomph, oomph, triumph. Thank you very much. Today, as we assemble here for this crucial Delegates Day, we set the foundation for the future of private education in Uganda under our inspiring theme, Nurturing Excellency, Building Tomorrow. The theme provokes us and reminds us that it's time for the sector to raise up beyond discussions in boardrooms and halls to face the challenges the sector is facing, to grow the sector, maintain the sector, and ensure that the future of the education of our country is bright. We began our day with a profound demonstration of our commitment to the communities we serve through our collaborative tree planting initiatives at the Catholic and Anglican dioceses, the Islamic Center, the Muslim district, the SDA church offices, and the other designated places where the exercise has taken place. We have shown that our schools are not merely centers of academic instruction, but anchors of societal transformation. Education without environment is useless. It costs lives. Honorable, we have launched a climatic change initiative, which is an NAPEA initiative today in Kasese, along the banks of River Nyamwamba, in a campaign where NAPEA is going to plant 7 million trees. This campaign started in Jinja, and it was ignited by Honorable Chabakoze Madada. Sorry. Honorable Madada championed this move, and we want to thank him for the idea. And he gave us 5 acres of land in Kayunga to have a nursery bed there. And we are progressing, we are working with the National Forest Authority and NEMA to make sure we do the necessary arrangements to have what it takes and have a nursery bed where we shall always grow the seedlings and distribute them countrywide. This is an ecosystem, nature, protecting nature, and also educating about environmental conservation for the communities, for the clergies and the religious bodies adhering under the stewardship of NAPEA. We have done today, and I want to thank all these members since morning. You have been on this wonderful exercise. Thank you very much for the statement you have made. As private school owners and administrators, our core calling is the pursuit of absolute quality. And across the nation, excellence means creating holistic environments where innovation thrives, integrity is modeled, and every learner is empowered to achieve their maximum potential. We must deliberately align our institution's framework with the national education goals while driving the localized transformation that our communities desperately need. Achieving this standard requires continuous strategy. We organize these delegates to have critical information about our sector passed over to you. On matters of policy, on matters of institutional management, on matters of environment, matters of tourism, and matters of security and safety in our schools. 33 years up from the point of liberalization, and we anchored in our leadership. We have existed as long as liberalization, and celebrating the contribution of the education sector. Of course, we all know that today we contribute 71%, the education sector in Uganda. 100% nursery, private institutions, 72% primary schools, private, 75% secondary schools, private, and 64% tertiary institutions, private. When you add up, so we must celebrate that immense contribution. We should not hide away and shy away. We must be proud of ourselves and the future of our schools and the future of education in our country. It is for this event that we build collaboration and cohesion, that we celebrate excellence and growth of our sector. And it is through this event that we provide a platform for dialogue with government on policy issues and the strategicness of our sector. We started the dialogue with the Ministry of Education under the PPP arrangement, public-private partnership. We have a marriage with the government of Uganda. We have a department of private schools in Uganda, which we robbed for. We sit there and discuss matters of policy and how best we can deal with the challenges and transform our sector and achieve the education objectives. Through that, we managed to meet the First Lady, and she presided over in 2024. Some of you participated. That was the first of its kind dialogue. And from that day, she declared that every year we shall have a dialogue between the private sector and the Ministry of Education through the office of the minister, which is happening. And we are guiding that the dialogue stems from the regions so that we are able to collect ideas from the regions up to the national forum. We are working tooth and nail, and we sit on that committee, and that was under the championship of NAPEA. So through that forum, we are able to present challenges we are facing as a sector, as private schools. Challenges are there, challenges will be there, but we must have all it takes to see how we solve these challenges. The education landscape in Uganda has changed. It has changed because of two trends. One, the schools you have set up. Two, the need for education. And it only survives on serious actors. If we are unable to grow our schools into modern schools, first world schools, we are going to be swallowed up. And the government is not waiting for the dwarf schools. The policies after policies are targeting closure of unserious schools. It is a moment of reflection. We who dine and sit, we are trying to focus and refocus. And we are saying the time is now for us to do whatever it takes to modernize our schools into fast-growing schools. It is becoming so difficult, and it is going to become difficult in the next 1-2 years for anyone to start a school. We are grateful that government has allowed private schools even to have campuses here, there. But how are these schools? Between me and you, you know better what is happening in your school. Those who were in Chenjojo, you heard what the inspector talked about the private schools. No one is going to spare you, even the government. When I was starting my school, I started it in a timber, wooden structures. The Makoko. St. Lawrence, we are talking about schools, colleges, universities, horizon, going to the moon. Started in Makoko. But today it is impossible to have schools in Makoko. Government is coming up seriously. Coming with these financial institutions is to support our schools grow faster and quickly. We must have the means to see that the schools are able to obtain financial support. As we lobby government, we have lobbied to see that the schools are able to access cheap loans to support school growth. We keep on postponing our promises, postponing our dreams, because we don't have money. Today you dig a foundation, you call the MP, please lay foundation here, I'm going to put a storage building. Parents gather, you mobilize money, it does not materialize. Because the school does not have the financial muscles to be able to put up what you want to put. And the school now cannot make money, cannot make a surplus. The easiest way is to see how you can manage your resources. That's why Opportunity International is also training us on financial literacy. Because if you cannot manage resources, if you cannot train the bursars, if the school cannot grow financially, don't expect infrastructure growth. In conclusion to that, we premised our discussion today on cultivating a culture of education excellence in the Greater Rwenzori region. Academic excellence, a case for this region, but systems, understanding systems that enable school growth. I'm deeply honored now that we are talking to directors of schools, not head teachers. Kasese has been challenged, and we shall leave Kasese tomorrow with the education boom. Before 1982, Kasese is among those districts and Rwenzori region that did not test education like other parts of Uganda. From 1962 to 1989, there was no business here. Other people were getting degrees, PhDs, there was no business here. Those people who live here, they know very well. That explains the level of civility existing in this part of Uganda. There have been so many challenges. The last time we were here, the second last time we were here with the team, we were going to Rubiriha, where rebels had killed. This team led us to Rubiriha. By that time, they did not allow anyone to go there, but the RDC and the DPC led us there. And when you reach there and you look at a person called the director of that school, you couldn't imagine the testimonies given. Someone who comes in a short at school, a director of a school, putting on a vest at night. The signpost of the school is inside the school and painted black with the gray color. And we said, what is this? We need leadership, strong leadership. And I'm very happy that gentleman, Mr. Ahimbisiwe, he managed to help us and elected leaders in that place. And I think they will be here if they are not here. Rubiriha, almost to the border of Mpondwe. We are there. So we need to be serious, and we need to look at the future. Kasese being at that level now, what does it mean? They have grappled with the security issues. There were no teachers. When we were interacting with the Prime Minister, we were together, Honorable Madada. The Prime Minister said there is a man called Bamusede Bwambale. We struggled. There were no schools. The terrain could not also support the setting up of schools. The technology of the chalk is still around here. We are talking of transformation. He told us the classes did not have blackboards. We are with these members. The teachers did not have chalk. And there were no qualified teachers. Even today, there are no qualified teachers. Yesterday, we were in Ntoroko. They told us we are dying. The other day, we were in Chenjojo. These members were raising a concern to the inspector. We are not seeing the qualified teachers. What can we do to legalize schools without qualified teachers? They are not there because the halt on the teachers' colleges has affected the supply of teachers, the scarcity. This is a challenge. The Prime Minister was asking, what have you done to solve the problem of scarcity? I also asked him, what has government done also to solve that problem? It is a problem for all of us that we need to sit, dialogue, and discuss and see the way forward. It's only our support that now we see education development in Kasese. Since 1982, when the new government was 435 something, secondary schools, 157 secondary schools, government of Uganda. Honorable Mawanda, we are grateful. This gentleman where we took lunch from told us the first secondary school here was a government-aided school. In the mountains, 1981, when we came to visit last time in preparation. Now imagine the level of education and civilization here, because education moves with civilization. So we must use this moment that we ignite a kind of hope for this region, that we support education. We are thankful that private schools have taken shape in this region, and they are helping government to sort out the problem. But please, in supporting excellence, we must set systems. We must set pillars of quality. We must start thinking of modern institutions. Quality is enshrined in the curriculum, how you interpret it, how you deliver it. Quality is enshrined in quality tools you use in your school. Quality is enshrined in the quality of the teachers, imparting, teaching, learning. Quality is enshrined in the human resource, retention and remuneration. If you can't pay, if you can't retain, you cannot talk about quality. The level at which we are is a take-off level. How do we establish schools? How do we grow schools? How do we sustain schools? How do we enable our schools to mature? If you reach the maturity stage, we call it a stage of satiety, and you are unable to ignite the school, then it declines and dies naturally. We must be there to furnish. The government came up with a new curriculum. It is a very good initiative for all of us. Skills. We must not talk about only speaking very good English, but we should talk about degrees that create jobs. Degrees that does not seek for jobs. That's the approach, and we should support it. We must learn to learn to do, learn to be, learn to believe, and learn to live with others. Then Uganda will succeed. With those remarks, I want to thank the organizers. The task has been taken on. The chairperson, municipality, the district, and organizing committee, we are grateful. These people have burnt candles, and we are grateful that you have maturely exhibited that really we have strong men here who can do something. Now, we are looking forward to see how Guru, that is competing now to take on the next arrangement, are going to come up with initiative that are going to be beyond what we are going to see tomorrow and what we have seen today. I want to thank all the guests, the chief guest, the education office in the municipality, Honorable Sulaiman Madada, whom we tasked to coordinate the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom, the executives who are planning for the future of our schools, the partners who have enabled us to be here. We are grateful for your support. The directors of schools, the teachers who have trained our learners, please, viva, and let's carry on the candle, and I wish you well for God and my country.
I have made it. I have conquered. Margaret Thatcher said leadership is daily. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can take your seats. That's what we call a teaser. And I think you're excited about the teaser. Yes. Now, education, we are proprietors of schools because of Ministry of Education and Sports. And the Ministry of Education and Sports is represented here by Municipal Inspector of Schools for Kasese Municipality, which is hosting us, who also doubles as a school proprietor of Mwesige Ime Kairi Christian Foundation, Nursery and Primary School. So let me take this honor to invite the Ministry of Education and Sports representative to give us a brief, simple brief, but also most importantly to invite for us our guest of honor to speak to us. Thank you very much. I'm very happy that our inspector of schools here has attended at least more than 2 National Private Schools Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Program Manager, the Chief Guest, the Chairperson, National NAPEA, Uganda, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, OBR. OBR stands for Obusinga Bwarwenzururu. All protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard my name, and in a special way, on behalf of Kasese Municipal Council, I take the honor to welcome you to Kasese Municipality, the one that was ranked #1 in cleanliness in the whole country. If you want to prove it, you can Google. And we are proud of that. I want to thank Napier leadership for having chosen Kasese Municipal Council as the host this year 2026. As Kasese Municipal Council, we are really proud to be your host. And as far as revenue is concerned, we are harvesting from this association. We thank you very much. Like one of the speakers put it, you're going to use our guest houses around. You're going to drink. You will eat. And many other private affairs. And all that is revenue to Kasese municipality. We can't take this opportunity for granted because there are very many other local governments where you would have made. But, of course, as Kasese, we usually say Uganda is the pearl of Africa. But also Kasese is the pearl of Uganda. We have very many tourism attractions, and we believe you'll enjoy all the good sceneries around Kasese. I don't want to speak a lot because much of it has been spoken by the previous speakers. But of course, as an educationist, as one of the people who are in charge of quality assurance in the country, I want to re-echo the vision of Ministry of Education and Sports, which is quality education and sports for all. As partners of development, as far as education is concerned in this country, when we run those institutions, yes, they are our private institutions, but we also need to remember that there is the ministry that is controlling our operations. And therefore, that's why we have to move with these policies that are governing our institutions. Our chairperson mentioned it, that we need to look at quality. So it is at this point that I'm requesting you, my fellow proprietors, that let us not bend the law completely. Let us not only focus on academic excellence, but we also focus on co-curricular activities in our schools. Kasese Municipal Council, dear Chief Guest, we are also privileged to host the regional MDD festivals. That's why I did not be with you in the rest of the hours before the evening hours. We were monitoring how the MDD is being run in this area. So there are also another activity which started today and will also end tomorrow. Having said that, I wish you a blessed night. Hawa kayingo n'obusinga bwetu. I take this occasion to welcome the chief guest tonight. Come and speak to us. Honorable, you're welcome.
Let's stand up. DJ, Honorable, can't just speak. Are you there? So we are glad that this afternoon or this evening, we have also hosted a proprietor of a school, St. Michael High School, Mukono Municipality. Where is the hand clap? We are also privileged this evening to host a member of parliament for Igara East. We are also privileged this evening to host the Director Mobilization, People's Patriotic League of Uganda. And last but not least, privileged to host a member of parliament who has been representing us in the House, leading us to committees of parliament, negotiating on our behalf on the floor of parliament. Big hand clap.
Because if I go into protocol, I will also take a lot of time. Secondly, I'm here on two grounds. One, as a member of NAPEA. For quite some time I've been a dormant member, but I have come to declare my activeness now so that we can be able to see this organization to another level. Secondly, I was requested to make a presentation, which I have it in a written form. After my brief speech, I'll go through it, then you'll be able to get copies of my presentation. Because if I decide to present it, we can leave this place at 1 a.m. You know, politicians, when they begin talking, they rarely end. I have been introduced. I don't want to again to introduce myself, but I want to first briefly talk about why I am now going to be an active member of NAPEA. I am the director of mobilization of Patriotic League of Uganda, which is a non-partisan, non-denominational, and non-sectarian civic organization. For us, we welcome everybody for the betterment of the country. We are not into politics, although we have a hand there. Yes. If there are people who should be waking up every morning to pray that we must have peace and security in this country, it should be us, the investors in this country. Us, proprietors and directors of schools. Because when there is stability, you can do whatever you want. When there is turmoil, you can't do anything. You have heard from our chairman that a very good example is this region in the 1990s and in the 1960s and 80s. No activity could take place here because of political instability. Peace has no color, has no religion. First of all, I am a founder member of PLU. I am a central committee member, the equivalent of NEC, of SEC, of NRM, of PLU. But most importantly, I am a director of mobilization. When I was looking through the statistics, I realized that the private school owners control 71% of the sector, of the education sector. You have within your ecosystem a population of 15 million going students, adding more than 2.5 to 3 million voters. And the biggest challenge we face mostly university, at secondary level or primary. Much as you don't control them, but you have an 80% say on them. When I realized that, I called the leadership and held a meeting with them that would like to partner with you, with us, because I am also a school proprietor. Government has concentrated more on the government institutions in areas of patriotism. Less attention has been paid to private schools. And I raised this even when we were in Changwans, happening in the private institutions. But some of my diverts them. These children of ours, as parents, in a year, we are with them maximum 3 months. 9 months, they are in other people's hands. For those of you who studied mathematics, 9 months versus 3 months, who has control over the other? 9 months. I said, let me partner with those people who are in control of our children for 9 months. And again, those of 3 months can also be brought on board by you, the school proprietors. For you as investors, I want us to become a strong force. We are very strong, but we don't know. I am a member of parliament. When we are thinking about anything to do with taxes, anything to do with finance, the first people we think about, or the group, is Casita. You know Casita? These are traders. Why? Because they are organized. We have passed policies, we have passed laws affecting the education sector, but your association has never been consulted. Why? We don't have a strong voice. And I would like us to have a strong voice now. We are here begging for people to come and partner with us. But I can assure you, in future, people will be coming to us instead of us going to them. We are controlling a sector of 71%. I mean by 71%. But we are struggling differently. You go to the bank to plead for an interest rate as an individual. We want to do it as a one voice. That this is the interest rate. They have money to give out. If we put our foot down that we cannot borrow beyond this interest rate, where will they take their money? They are in business. They will come to us. And there are areas of flexibility where we can go and negotiate, we are hard, and we achieve what we want. I don't want us to be rebels, but I want us to negotiate what can benefit us as an organization. So I would like to call upon all private school operators to join us. And I can assure you, in the next 5 years, we shall not be the same. We are talking about East African integration. When I was by His Excellency the President, when I went and made my presentation with one of your directors, the person we saw just advised me that you people don't know what you are seated on. The wider presentation I wanted to make, I had to cut it short. He says that you say you are controlling a sector by 71%. You said you have a circle. How much is on your account? 5 million shillings. I think there was a banker here who said, you go to the bank, you want $1 billion, when they come and do evaluation, and they find that you can only be able to be given 100 or 200 million. I had 5 million shillings on your bank account that if I give you 2.5 trillion, can you be able to manage it? Are we together? I halfway stopped my follow-up and I said, let's go back and do our homework. My request, if we are a united force, if we have the same voice, we are talking about taxes. Taxes, everybody goes to RIA to plead for himself. We want the association leadership to go and pledge for us. If you go as a voice, you will be listened to. But if you go as an individual, you will be squeezed. To assist each other without even going to banks. But we have not been able to do that because we have not started a journey that is aiming at making Napier great in this country. And this is what I want us to do. Let's get to systems. Let's have systems in place. Let's address challenges. Growing. Yes, we are growing, but how sustainable is that growth? This is very, very important. This is why I'm saying that if there are people who should actually pray for the current government to maintain peace and security, it should be us. The moment there is a problem, the economy is not doing very well, we shall be the first people to be affected. Sustainability of the gains that have been achieved so far. Leave alone looking at what we want to achieve. Are we able to maintain what we have? It's like we have students. You have you have about 1,000 students, but you go out to markets to get more. First retain those 1,000 you have. Ensure that they are comfortable. They are stable. There are systems. Then others, these ones, through referral, will bring others. But if you aim at chasing others without maintaining these ones, you might end up losing both. The new ones you expect and even the ones you have. Sustainability is very, very important. There is one scholar who said, well. He meant, you might see things moving on very well. the economy is growing, everything is moving on very well. But we need to, if we want it to remain like that, or even improve on it, what can we be able to do? I had that was in early 2000. Everything in Libya was free. Medical was free. And the unemployed youth, whenever you finish school and you don't have a job, government would pay you 2,000 job. Libyans were misled that what Gaddafi was giving them was was just a tenth of their wealth. Let's join hands and we fight Gaddafi so that you can be able to enjoy your riches. They fought Gaddafi, they killed them, they fought each other and destroyed everything in Libya. It will now take 50 years for Libya to rebuild itself. Remember, these are the people that had everything, but now they have nothing. Sustainability. Worried where? Are we able to sustain what we have? For us to be able to progress. What are those things that we need to do in an organization that proprietors as members? These are things we need to look at. That we can be able to sit one leg in the government, I have one leg in the private sector. I know next government that is able to avoid me soon these positions for the benefit. This is why I am here. We have suffered. You spend sleepless nights. You plan this, you plan that as an individual. Can we plan as an organization? There are a lot of opportunities outside there which you can be able to tap into. But you see, when you do it as an individual, you might not be able. This is why I'm asking, come, join the organization, and you will not regret. I will assist you. I will ensure that all doors are open for you to be able to achieve what you want. We are supposed to be having important meetings in Kampala, but I am not going. I want to remain here until we end this conference. To be able to get to know, when I went to meet the official, the person, about your pledge, the person I met actually challenged me. He said, if you want to know how strong organizations are, like yours, go and visit Kenya. Yeah, I think most of you know that Association of Private School Owners in Kenya. I went to Kenya and met the leadership. You can't believe what that is. And it appears ours is older than the Kenyan one. But the Kenyan Association has done tremendous work. What has hampered ours? Those are things I want us to look at. We have very many opportunities to look at that can be able to drive this organization to another level. I encourage you to join and support, become self-sustaining. It will not be far. We'll have another meeting, like give us 2 years. You will see what an appeal will be. Just 2 years. If we can sit down and agree, have the same voice, agree on actions that we can be able to do. And as school directors and owners, we have the capacity. What we are doing is supposed to be the mandate of government. We are actually lending a hand to what the government is supposed to be doing. So the government should also come up and be able to assist us. If there were no private schools, where would all these kids be now? Yes, they would be in school, but the government would be overstretched. Let's not look at what we are doing as total business. It is a service. And if it is a service, it is twofold. Yes, we are doing something, but the government should also come in and assist us. We can't blame government. Have we ever approached them? As an organization. As I said, if you go as an individual, you'll be squeezed. So when you borrow money from the bank and you fail to pay, the banks come and close your school, you have suffered, they are not of your own making. When you have supported the government to another level, to a certain level, government is putting their fund to assist. Why can't it afford to put their fund to assist private institutions that are holding 71? These are things I want. We can only do that if we are united. Continue the conversation from there. Allow me to briefly read through my presentation. I will give you copies, and then we start the journey together to ensure that we build a strong There is a request that since we are tired, can I do this presentation properly tomorrow? That we can even be able to discuss it. So that for this evening, I just request that we unite, we form a strong pair association for the betterment of the country and ourselves. In peace, that there is security. Some people, as I conclude, say that the NRM has overstayed in power for 40 years, that what has it done? Yes, it might not now from the West. In the 1980s, and some of you, I think, are old enough, were here. It would take 7 days to travel from Bushenyi and 3 days coming back. Because the roads were bad and the insecurity, the way you would go jumping, where you see, the moment it leaves you, you have to postpone your journey. You would take 7 days traveling. I have, by the way, I came from Kampala this morning. It took me it was almost 3 hours to travel from. After that, I came here. So in 1 day, I have done all my activities from Kampala to here to Kasese. Now, if I can be able to spend 7 hours and do whatever I want in a day, and vis-a-vis the other 7 days, will I not have eaten the peace? enough peace? Will I not have eaten the roads? They said, you eat the roads, do you eat the peace? There is no government that will call you and line you up and say, you get free money. Let's use the 60 days to translate those 60 days into money into our pockets. Government cannot do everything for us. We are given an opportunity. You have put up schools. You know how you have done it. Those are the gains we have. So, as I said, we'll have a bigger conversation on that. I would like to thank the leadership of NAPEA for this conference, and thank you for inviting me. And I pledge that I will not only be a member, but a very serious and active member. I am going to be an ambassador. That one I will go there later, but others, I can go. The other day they told me to go to Kenya. I went. My chairman to address you. Because he wants you. The chairman of PRU, they are one and together. So whether you are in other political parties, you still can come and listen to him. But you see, we are trying to put up all these to ensure that at the end of the day, we achieve our goal as NEPENA.
It means they also say generational mobilizer. One is that we are going to the last segment of today's event, which is dinner. Simply make this public statement that according to artificial intelligence, AI, chat, GPT, if some of you are there, I'll ask Hunter to search for it. And if you ask that chat GPT about, if you have internet, go to chat GPT. It's an AI, one of the leading tools of artificial intelligence. That gathers information from whatever is done. All that we do, including this training, it adds value to us nationally and globally. Private Schools Association in Africa. Who has done it? Who is there? That GPT here? You come forward. There's this lady, DJ. We are in the party mood now. Sound. Thank you, DJ there. Welcome to Ankole. We are also about here Raka. Very much that sound comes from the regional Secretary General of Northern Uganda, Acholi. So, read what you see there.
There isn't a single private school association in Africa, but however, there are among the best known influentials
Let's ask it the most influential. On for this. Thank you very much. Led by the Regional Secretary General, the Iron Lady. Now this lady seems now to have searched right, but I will come back to you. Now for you search the most influential private school association.
I'm the head of small and medium enterprises at KCB Bank, Uganda. In response to the question raised by the ED NAPEA, allow me to state this. One, in Africa. Two, there are only 5, but ours is also inclusive. The Federation of East Africa Private Schools Association, National Association of Private or Proprietors or Private Schools. Then the fourth one is Independent Schools Association of Southern Africa. And the last one, where we do belong, but very broad, is the National Private School Association.
Thank you very much. Our lady is there now. Read what you have seen.
I said from here. If by best rank you mean the largest, most recognized and influential umbrella association for private schools in Uganda, if by the best ranked you mean the largest, most recognized and influential umbrella association for private schools in Uganda, then the strongest candidate is National Private Educational Institutions Associations, Uganda.
Thank you very much. Because of time, someone should search East Africa. You can go and sit. Who has searched East Africa and has found an pair? Who has searched Africa and has found an pair? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I talked about Chat GPT. That's our source. It ranks us as the first in Africa, the first in East Africa, the first in Uganda, definitely. Most influential, most ranked, and so on and so forth. That's first announcement. Second announcement, in April this year, the national chairman led a team of 76 proprietors of schools that went to Mombasa. Can you come forward? DJ, sound as we go for DJ, sound it. Okay. Yes, go that way. Go that way. We are in Ankole. Those who went to South Africa, those who went to Mombasa, come forward. Let's do it very fast. Terezaje speed. Terezaje speed. Thank you. These people are going to introduce themselves in just briefly, your name and the school and where it's located.
Manyere Edgar is my name, Director St. Agnes Girls School Bushenyi.
Josie Busiku, Wanemba Progressive Schools, Nakawa, Kampala District.
Good evening, members. I'm Ochwe Irene Trents, Director, Hilda Nursery and Primary School, Gulu City, and Secretary General, Northern Region. Currently, the PLE champion of 2025, 100%.
Jane Adong is my name, Director, St. Matthew's Preparatory School in Gulu City. Thank you.
Busiku Justin Ahimisiwe, Uzira Kindergarten Center and Progressive Junior School in Nakawa.
Thank you. Those who went to, yes, what happened, Isaac? Had you slept off?
My name is Twahilwa Isaac, Director, Kurijo Central School in Isinjiro and Shepherds of Excellence, Mbarara Katete.
So these among the 76 members that represented private schools of Uganda to the Kenya Private Schools AGM, where we also launched the of East African Proprietors of Schools. Where is the hand clap? Thank you very much. So we are now going East African I request you to take your seats. East African and the national chairman has made a concept presentation. There were Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and other countries, and we are the people who are leading this, together with the Kenya Private Schools Association and Rwanda United Private Schools Association. Last but not least, three things. One, tomorrow we shall have the Educationist magazine, a bulletin that is released, a newsletter that is released. Call it a magazine, call it a journal that is released every year, every time we celebrate the National Private Schools Day. The Educationist magazine will be at the entrance. Please buy a copy at 10,000 Ugandan shilling. A copy of the Educationist magazine. You'll get all the information there. Tomorrow's program begins as early as 7. Please go relax. We shall have tourism relaxation on Friday. Let's work these 2 days. We have big dignitaries tomorrow. Like our chief guest is the Right Honorable Second Deputy Prime Minister and the second head of business and head of business district business in Parliament. We shall also have Honorable Dr. Hassan Basajawaraba, who is the chairman, Entrepreneurs League, NRM, SEC member and an investor in this sector. We shall also have Honorable Sulaiman Madada Chebakoze, the founder of Sage Fund and founder Bemco Schools. Want to hear testimonies of the concept of very many schools. We shall also have the business aspect paper presentation from Honorable Michael Mawanda Malanga, the one I told you, who has just spoken. And it will be a good day. Entertainment, your food and drinks are on the side of this association. I thank you. Let me request the Vice Chairperson of Kasese Municipality. Thank you very much. Come forward. You lead us in a prayer for the meal. And then after, we'll usher in the chief guest and the entourage. We are going to have our own entertainment that will be live. That will be live streamed from the different parts of the country. Those who will stay here as the team, the Kasese team, ushering will be taking us for dinner. We are going to have our traditional dancing here ourselves. We are proprietors of schools. This is our event, and we are here to celebrate. I will be calling region by region. Thank you very much. Prepare.
Yeah, thank you so much, the moderator, for tonight. I've been given one task to give in a word of prayer and praying for our meal that is in front of us. Let's humble ourselves for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for all journey mercies you've accorded to each and of us. We thank you for all the proprietors that have traveled from long distances. We thank you, Lord, for having brought them here in Kasese Municipality and Kasese District as a whole. We thank you for our fellow proprietors around the district and the municipality. We thank you for the organizing team that has led this day become a successful one. We thank you for all the national team that traveled all the way from Kampala since Monday that are still around. We thank you for having blessed them. Lord, before us there is a meal that has been prepared. We pray that you bless it and be of importance in our bodies. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. I request that we have not closed. Dinner is part of the program, and we shall have anthems after dinner. I request that you lead the chief guest and the team that is in front here. As the chief guest comes, please, can I request that you give me a song for the Eastern? I would wish to see Chairperson Bujiri. Please go ahead. Chairperson Bujiri, you will lead the team of Eastern as you wait for your chairman Chitezara tomorrow to come, the regional chairperson for Eastern Uganda. Can you give us is it Masoga dance? Chairperson Bujiri, come, and your team. Chairperson Bujiri and your team from Bujiri. That is not Masoga. That is for another group. Wait for them. Excuse me, can you remain seated so that you are picked at the time? I request for my chair, Bujiri. If my chair is not there, can you put Piririri for Northern? DJ, sound it. Rubanga. Yes, sound it. Hello, I am ready. Come here. You arrive on TV. Madam Irene. The Guru team, come here, please. Yaren. Thank you. Thank you very good team. Camera, are you there? Special talents here. DJ Zero, atuteremo the Kasese dance. Who is going to lead? Kasese. Who is leading? Come forward. Which one is it? Which music? Yes? Please come. Proprietors from Kasese, you bring her. Come forward. DJ sound it. Yes. Come. Who is coming? Kasese dance. Aji Mirembe. DJ Zero. The Kasese people it seems they are still enjoying. Do you want the DO to lead it? join him. Come. Kasese, Kasese. Chairman, first come. First come. First come.
y'abanyarwanda n'amasanzu tangasha kusaba umbyesongene ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole kaurawa ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole kaurawa ambara katimba mole mama ambara kachimba mole kaurawa ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole kaurawa ae mwali wae wakire omwoli omubuya shali ulero mwanjingo ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole kaurawa
Madamu bi
mubyana byo mwanze mwali wae nomukanga byakakyuka kagiriro mwarwanzu ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole kaurawa muwanga byamuwale bakana bukaruba iwabiri obutara iwaenda okumutego ambara katimba mole
Madamu Bira kamulisa
iwasija bakulu neshonderi ukarangira na wana bya makoma mwali wae wowe ambara katimba mole dia ambara kachimba mole
Corner dance. Hey, 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 hey. Check the dance.
nabya mubiyanga obubuya bunauma nabya mubiyanga obubuya bunauma nabya mubiyanga olukano lw'omukaka nabya mubiyanga obubuya bunauma obuyesi baleka okayiheka
Check the dance.
wanamanda bako iwatingisya lyolo akazegebe kawo kakakulanga omutima munda nabya mubiyanga obubuya bunauma omubuyasi akomanga lubono wakoma obuyesi baleka okayiheka mule wa maika kunaimbire abandu abekihuo ubayirinde omundu kabyo kuwenyo ese alina muuma oyuka kubwira atya kwanzire bakakusamalira ngembwa okwitasamalira esiringi mwana wamu
Thank you, DJ. Tuhereze kitaguro. Regional chairperson will lead it. Regional chairperson is eating. Who is ready to read the encore dance? Chairperson Kasese municipality come. Tuhereze ainu na inu ne kitaguro turebe. Who is ready to? Which team is ready? The Maganda dance. Any original composition here? Yes, let's first do dinner. All of you that have supported us. I want to thank Hunter TV in a very special way for the generosity and for airing DJ Zero. Hunter TV and radio and media can live stream your events like you see ours. Our event is live. Hunter TV, they have high resolution, high tech MDDs. It's about branding, school brandings. You need to shoot good photos for your school so that you can be able to share them on media. And Hunter TV and Hunter Media will handle all those. They also have Big events coordination. Please trust them with your schools, your events. They will not disappoint. This association, like I shared, it's National Private Education Institutions Association in Uganda. Its motto is "In coherence we achieve." The motto, Advocacy Forum, National Private Educational Institutions Promoter and Advocacy Forum. Our mission is to enhance quality education, ethics, and professionalism for national development. We are activities, but also our area and the building, our number is there. The national chairman's telephone number is 0772. Director's number is uganda@gmail.com. Napea Uganda, Instagram. We are on YouTube. You can follow us. You can like our event and our association. I thank you. May God bless you. Enjoy your dinner for God and my country. Let me request the DJ, if he's available, to do the anthems in reverse order as you prepare. But Manager Hunter TV, why don't you come and say a word to our people? We have a program that is running on Hunter Radio and TV every Wednesday, and we shall ensure that all the leaders in Western Uganda visit the radio and TV, and so we request most of you who want to run announcements of schools, most of you want to get media content. They have very good systems that actually handle that. I thank you. Here in representation, you have seen the team from Northern Uganda. We have the team from Eastern Uganda here represented fully. We have the team from Mukono, Greater Mukono. You have seen the team from Kampala, including the chairperson of Kampala, Mr. Busiku Jose Wanemba. He introduced himself here. We have the team from, of course, Western Uganda. The regional chairperson Western is here. The regional chairperson Ankore, Mr. Isaac Twahirwa, is here. All the districts represented. The team from Chigezi is also here. We regret this year we missed out on international guests because of Ebola scare. But last year we had them, and we also hope to have them next year. Thank you very much. This is our manager who hosts us every Wednesday at Hunter Radio, Hunter TV, and Hunter Live. We thank you for this, and maybe you can talk about the program much more. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, CEO Rich Riza, Chief Guest Honorable Mwanda, and the entire house. I will take only a few remarks because when someone is eating, we give a chance to eat. My name is Felix Virio Misho. I'm the station manager for Hunter Communications. First of all, Hunter Communications, we have Hunter FM radio, we have Hunter Television, we have Theo FM radio, and Hunter Events Management. This Napea Uganda, we made a partnership with them to always visit our radio, and most of the proprietors around Bushen, you have visited our radio. We always have that show from 7 p.m. every Wednesday to 9 p.m. I request you, those who have not contacted Mr. Richards, contact him, come and join us. Even those who are from Northern, you can come, because in as far as content, for us Hunter FM Radio, we are far. You may be in Busheng in the studio while people from Northern Kamudin watching you. So there is no need of to have that excuse. Thirdly, I want to thank you, Mr. Richards, for partnering with us, Hunter Communications, and I pledge that we, Hunter Communications, we shall and we will every support you in your activities, or you are going in Guru, or in Chisoro, we shall always be with you. Lastly, is 07s, please. Those who have activities in your schools, I know you have parties and what is, or you have Hunter TV, we are ready. Hunter events, we are ready. And even tomorrow, we shall be with you. Even Friday, we shall be with you. I want to thank you for this activity. You can follow us at X, formerly Twitter. We are at Hunter FM Radio and TV. TikTok, Hunter TV. Then Facebook, Hunter FM Radio and TV. Then Instagram, Hunter FM. And YouTube is Hunter Media. I want to thank you. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you. I wish you the blessed night.
Thank you very much. One last segment as we're enjoying our dinner. You are most welcome, Chairperson Ntoroko Napea, Mr. Boniface. Yesterday we were in your district. Thank you for welcoming us there. I also saw the chairperson of Chegegwa district. Saw the Chenjojo district. Where is he? You are most welcome. Thank you for hosting us. Chairperson of Chenjojo, you come in front because you are a new person. Chairperson, do we have the chairperson of Isinjiro district, Mr. Isaac? Is he around? Isinjiro district? Which district is that? A chairperson Isinjiro, come. These are the new member, new chairperson. You are live on.
I was saying, yes. Ankunda Kenneth is my name, the newly elected Napea chairperson for Chenjojo district. I'm one of the directors of Bagamodo School. The school is found in Chenjojo town. And I'm happy to be here tonight. I want to thank the team from the national level, chairperson, our national Napea, the Direct Executive of Napea, National Secretary, and the other leaders. I want to thank you very much. I want to thank the team from Kasese for welcoming us. Really, we are so grateful.
Asimwe Benkihamba, the newly elected chairperson, Napea, Uganda, Isinjiro district. I'm very much privileged to be here to share with you, and Isinjiro district is also privileged to be represented here. We have some other members who have come, and we shall share with you, and we let us join hands to build our association and make sure our schools or institutions develop as we expect. Thank you very much.
Chenjojo executive, are you here? We are winding up. Chenjojo leadership, are you close here? Yes, executive of Chenjojo district.
Tomorrow we shall have a full deal, but these are our colleagues. They are here to feel what Napea is. This is what Napea is. You can introduce yourselves. You are live, and you will remain live forever on the national network. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Mr. Tamale Yusuf, the vice chairperson. This is my boss, and I'm a director of 2 schools. I have Royal Kids Primary School and step by step to join this Teachers Association in Uganda. And this is my second time. The first time we met Minister of Education, Mama Janet Kataha in Kampala. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Inkereta John Bosco, the Managing Director of New Life Nursery and Primary School, located in Nyakisi Sub-County, Chenjojo District. And I'm a publicist of our association at the district. This is my chairperson, assistant. Then I have another colleague here. Thank you.
Thank you, members. I'm Nathan Karwani Atwoki, General Secretary, Chenjojo District Napea Executive. I'm so grateful and privileged to meet my fellow General Secretaries and my National Executive Secretary. I'm learning a lot of skills. I'm very sure I own Right Rock Junior Schools located in Chenjojo. Thank you, the organizers.
Thank you very much. I'm doing release the district. I can see just people have retired. People have retired. But if you know your chairperson, you come. If you know your chairperson and you're here, introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mfande Charles Westjet, chairperson, Nepea, Uganda Rivers District. I'm privileged also to be here at this juncture, and I call upon all the members of the Rivers District team tomorrow, come and be here. I know some of you have returned home for certain issues, but we are here in Kasese, and celebrations are going on, and we are very happy with the Nepea achievements so far. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, organizer. I'm Butegine Godfrey, Chairman Napea, Uganda, Mara Branch, Mara District, and I'm the director of English Primary School, located in Agonji, Mara District. I want to thank you, organizers, for having invited us, Mbarara, to be part of this wonderful gathering and understanding, and I'm sure we shall have missed the chance if you have not come. We are represented by just 2 others outside there, but we're very happy. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Chairman Kampala, prepare.
Thank you, sir. I'm Kamgaba Edward, the chairperson, Napea Wamba District. I'm very happy to be here on this action as we organize for tomorrow's celebrations. I call upon you to join hands and we make this, as we have had, we make this association a greatest in the whole of our continent. I thank you very much. Wishing you well.
Thank you very much. We thank the people of Rwanda District for mobilizing the sector. I request the Chairman Kampala, sorry for interrupting you. You represent very many people. Come and speak to the people of Kampala in a word. As we shall conclude with the Secretary General of Northern Region. After that, is there any chairperson? No. Most people have retired. We shall introduce more. Chairman Kampala, DJ has said it's leave, but no problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Napea, thank you very much. On behalf of Napea, Kampala District, which constitutes of 5 divisions, we want to take this opportunity to appreciate the Kasese host members for all the preparations that has certainly ended this pre-activity day. Indeed, as capital city, we have taken a number of lessons to share as we go back. There are several lessons to reflect on, especially as we take up the different roles and responsibilities of our session. This day reminds us to reflect on our theme, not only on this function, but at our workplace, as well as in performing the duties of Napea activities. I want to conclude by extending an appreciation for those team members who have come from different regions, particularly the ones who have come from Nakawa Division, Rubaka, Central, Makindye, and Kawempe. I want to congratulate all of them and other chairpersons from different cities and municipalities. I wish them the very best as we pray to have a successful day tomorrow. In coherence, we achieve. I remain Josie Buseko Wanemba, the chairperson for Napea, Kampala Capital City Authority. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Secretary General Northern, come and say a word and we close. Secretary General Northern Uganda. This lady, I thank her very much and her team for being a great mobilizer. Madam Chui, and most importantly, DJ Wheat. Most importantly, this is a lady that passes 100% first grade in northern Uganda and in big numbers. If you go to Guru City, please look for Hilda Schools. You will thank me later.
Praise God. Good evening, members. I'm Madam Ochwe Irene Trents, Secretary General Northern Uganda. I'm just here to say thank you for coming. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Bye for today. Wish you all the best. See you tomorrow. We booked around the 1,100 rooms in Kasese district, and I've been.
Germany